dreams. So when we are talking about international business, right? In most of cases, people start from the ground up, right? Like, let's say I'm exporting today. When I meet my customer, my first customer outside, right? It will start for me today, right? Because I just built my connection now with them. What's the difference is when it is with WordPronet, you are not from the ground, but you already have the team that already done business with them with the different products. That's why we have a good track of, like, most of like distributor, most of like supplier love to work with us because they know that we are not only working in one specific industry, and then we also not limited ourselves into only one or two products. So today, maybe we can be the buyer of their product. Tomorrow, we can assist them with the supplier. And then the next day, we can even maybe assist them to find investor for their company. So our, let's say, service is very, very tailor-made for each of the companies, for each of the integration of mission. I'm trying my best to not mention project, okay, because we are in the process to finding the right word for it, because the truth is we are building another layer of the company to, in most of cases, we are become the international sales team of the company. In other cases, we become purchasing team of a company. And in we are assisting mostly SME at the moment with very low, let's say, monthly fee and also commission upon deals. So that's how we work. Okay. This is about WordPronet. Of course, if it's in writing, this is how it is. In, well, our mission again. So imagine that, let's say also Inda has, today she has, let's say, biscuit company. Okay. So this biscuit company, from Indonesia, let's say she wants to go to Romania, right? So when she wants to go to Romania, it's impossible for her to find a person today that speak Romanian and then know the distributor in Romania, can talk with them personally, can meet them personally and tell the story about the biscuit. Let's say the biscuit is like, the recipe from grandmother, grandfather, and there are traditional out of it, right? So to make the this all things seamlessly, we in WordPronet has our representative in each of these countries. So that's why the mission itself is bridging the gap of distant language, culture, and any limited resources, especially for SME, that they have limited funding, limited resources, and so on. So, of course, the vision again to become world leading B2B service organization, um, which I will not go into the detail right now. So, but hopefully once you are be able to joining us, you will hear from Eli himself how he envisioned WordPronet. Okay, so this is Eli. This is the owner and founder, and of course the CEO of our, WordPronet. He actually currently managing around 4 to 5 companies, but WordPronet is one of them. So he used to his background is from engineer and food, and of course MBA, and then he worked and in SPV in sales of food industry. So, sorry, Inda, can you hear me well? I can see that my internet is unstable.
Yeah, we can hear you well.
Okay, cool. So he found that, there are limited resources and there are gap between the dream of the CEO and where they want to get, but what is the reality. So in order to bridging this gap, that's why he founded WordPress to push the business forward locally and internationally. In fact, at this moment, we already have local ground in more specific way, like spatial franchise in Nigeria, Kenya, Bulgaria, and I think one more, and we have one in US as well. So that's about a little bit about our founder. And then, of course, we have a management team. And hopefully you will meet them later on once some of you able to join us. But just a little bit snippet about the person. So Sharon is our Mr. Worldwide, like, so he's really like here and there. Even these days, he's mostly going to Greece and then to France, doing this a project with lots of other businesses. Frank is the CEO that handling the franchise in Nigeria. We even established a team over there that will handle and help him. Ronan is our Balkan king, so he is doing all the development related to Balkan and even local in Israel as well. He do a good thing about him is that there is no person that he cannot connect to. That's about Ronan. And Maria is our, I must say, yes, as you can see, she is VP of account, but honestly, she's our chief of wellness. That's what I can say, because she is like very uh, like in a way like very artistic and so on. And then Miss Osuji is part of Frank team, and then as well as Richmond, he is our business development manager. So that's about the management. And as you can see, these are our team at the moment. So you see all the three of them over here. Some of them are in the other meetings, the business meetings, so they cannot join us today. That's about the team. Okay, so now this is the part that you shine. So please take a guess, how many connection on LinkedIn do we have together? So our internal team and representative that we have across the globe, over 100 countries. How much do you think that, yeah, how much in total? So please put your answer in the chat. Okay, 10,000, 100,000. Can I get 1 million? Like, let's do like auction. 50,000, more than 500K. Okay, thank you, Willianto. Can I get 1 million? Can I get 1 million, please? What is 2 MN? Is it 2 million? Okay. Okay, thank you, Mark. Your answer is I'm not sure if we can calculate that. But yeah, thank you, Sinduja. Can I get 2.5? Any other person? 2,000,001, 2,000,002, 2,000,003. Okay, the highest bidder is Ranjit, 2 million, 2 million point 5. Okay, so yeah, because we have a time limitation. Let's open. How much do we have? One, two, three, four, five. So we have around 2,364 and 900. Okay, so who is that again? The name is Ranjit and Sinduja. Around that, the two person that get 100. Thank you. All right. Next one. Let's go. Okay. So this is a little bit too into philosophy. What is it about WordPress? Okay. I do understand we want to get into the point, but one thing that really important as business development in WordPress is that we are looking for a person that has entrepreneurial soul. What does it mean is entrepreneurial soul, right? Every entrepreneur, you will hear almost the same story, right? Like, except you are Donald Trump, I guess. Like, you got like a 1 million loan dollars. So, but most of people start from underground. So most of people would say that um, if you are going to succeed, you have to work your butt off. Like, this is from Forbes. I think it. I screenshot it. So um the thing is that there is not it's not going to be easy work, just to put it simply. Okay. I understand this is remote work, and I'm not planning to sugarcoat it. It's going to be hard work. It's there will be meetings that may be unfavorable for your time zone. We try our best to facilitate work balance. What work life balance? What does it mean? You will work as like independent contractor, right? It means that you can leave anytime you need, which means, as example, okay, so today I'm working, but in the middle of the day I feel like I'm feeling unwell. So I will tell to my team, of course, like I will tell to my team, hi guys, I'm not feeling well, I might not be able to come in, this and that. So of course the communication has to be there, but because you are independent contractor, um you can leave anytime, but also like you can also have like let's say when we are talking about the time zone of meeting, you could have the well, I must say that the time that's unfavorable. Let's say you are from Indonesia but you have client in USA that has to meet maybe once a week, that in totally, let's say in 10 p.m 11 p.m your time, and sometime team meeting, sometime suddenly like Ellie or other like higher management would like to meet you directly at their convenience. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, and because it's going to waste your time and our time if we are going to sugarcoat it, right? So I'm as frank as possible here, okay? So just for information, it's going to be a hard work. If you are going to work with us, we have our own protocol. That's why we have our own training, that we already make the curriculum. Of course, we are trying to be as best as possible. Again, like we keep trying to learn from the feedback and so on. But we try our best to implement it daily and carefully. So that's about this. Okay. Um, this is the main thing, right? Like we want to talk about. Again, I have a discussion with you about entrepreneur soul. What does it mean? And then the second one is deal maker attitude. Deal maker attitude means that you will find a way to make it as natural as possible to the other person, um, to would like to work with you. What does it mean? Okay. In WordPress, we understand that business is human. So the key is that to make people like you, to make people want to do business with you. So in training, in most of cases, what we show is that how to do that online, offline, how to do those, like how to build the the interest instead of like you keep coming with people. I don't know, maybe this is not all company, okay, but I got the feedback from other company, like they are doing like follow up for 7 times. I don't know this type of like mm, policy, but in our company maximum you follow up is twice, and we will give the feedback how to make people come to you instead of you're following up with them. So that's type, but in the other hands, you have to try to fish until you get the deal. So this type of deal maker attitude is not forcefully, but we try to make it as natural as possible. So this is what it means by deal maker attitude. Okay. And then the next thing, what type of how our day-to-day likes, right? So our day-to-day likes is typically team meeting, like project team meeting. So we have one general meeting, and then we also have 10 minutes, 15-minute max, the project meeting about the progress and so on. And then we also have client and representative meeting. Client, we typically meet them once a week to share the progress, and representative, we also typically have a meeting regularly. Sorry. Yes. I'm not sure. Okay, thank you very much. So this, and we have also set of trainings. So once you have training in that 2 weeks, it's not the end. It's the beginning of others, because we always have refreshing training. We all are human, right? Like we talk this today doesn't mean that we will remember it 1 million years. So um so we always have refreshment training, and we have discussion how to make the SOP better, and then what works for each of the projects. We always have this discussion. Okay, so we try to be, let's say, as dynamic as possible, and we encourage lots of discussion, and either in daily meeting, either in WhatsApp group, whatever it is that the more comfortable for the team member itself. And to put it like simply about where we are working, some of people asking, oh, what type of tools that you are using. If there are faces there, we want to be there. That's to put it simply. Okay, what does it mean? We are using LinkedIn, of course, we're using Instagram, X, TikTok, whatever you can imagine, website. We do cold calling. Yes, old school, you say. Yes, we do it as well. We use email. Wherever the client is, that's where we are. So, and for the project management, we mostly use Notion. Okay, like for let's say like marketing, scheduling, and so on and so on, we are using Notion. This also part of your responsibility, like contacting leads, follow up, and because like you are as business development, you also have to understand the market, and have understanding about industry insight as well. And each of the activity is logged in Clockify. Okay, so in Clockify means that, so Clockify is one of the platform that we use for time logging of the work. And this is, I put it over here because these tools will make you exceed in your work as business development in WordPress. Canva and AI. We are work with AI. AI make the life easier if you are understand how to make your life easier. Okay, because if the prompt is simple, you will get only simple thing. But if you put AI with your creative mind as a human, you will get much more. So we also touch that in part of training sometime. Canva is our main platform for like designing and so on and so on. So these are the things that what you do, what are expected of you. Until here, do we have any question, please?
Thank you. No questions for me. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, AK. Any question? Well, really appreciate it. Tamara, Excel, Justin, Hassan, and Andrea, and opening the camera as well. Yeah. All right. So I will move forward.
There's a question, right? In the
Oh,
chat.
okay. Great. Thank you, Mark. Hello, will it be possible to use Project Libra for marketing scheduling, or do you prefer Notion instead? Okay, we are currently using Notion, but for Project Libra, I think we can discuss if you are if you are selected later on, because our team always open to use a new platform. The problem with this type of platform, okay, it's not about what platform do you want to use, but how do you make each of the team can work with it seamlessly. That's where the challenge lies. But I'm sure, Justin, you are the smart person. You will be able maybe to also share with the team and train the team how to use it. So we'll be happy to engage further later on. Thank you very much. Right. Okay, so we move to KPI. So these are the KPI. This is not, I must say, this is dummy KPI, okay? Because each of project has different objective. As I mentioned, we have tailor-made the again project, right? Tailor-made mission in each of what we are doing in the company. So this is just to make it easier for you, because some of you are asking what is the KPI, but actually we are seeing each of sometimes in WordPress, what we try to implement is that it's not only about the result, but also how you like get it. So as an example, okay, as example is that we know that this company is hard to reach, okay, but this A person, what he done is that he is searching the mutuals, like maybe from our representative, if anyone knows the company, and then he tried to call to the company, he emailed them, all the things that he's done. So we also appreciate on that regard, and sometimes we give bonus even just for that. There is no business yet, right? But the eagerness and implementing the policy, implementing the protocol, like seat by seat, is also matter for us. So just for information, that's just an example. So this is the type, let's say, typical KPI. Next one. This is about again about the operational stuff. Fully remote, flexible working hours. What does it mean? Flexible, again, flexible when you want to work. You want to work 11 p.m., you want to work 3 a.m., doesn't matter. But in 8 hours itself, we already typically give you, let's say, estimation in which part you have to invest your time in it. So that's about it. Monday to Saturday. Sorry about that. Good command, both oral and written in English, unfortunately or fortunately, has to be there because we are working internationally, of course. If you are able to speak other languages, not only your local languages, let's say, that's good on you, which means you will be able to support more business. So there is 2 weeks unpaid training pre-probation, as we already put in the act. That's why this is the one of the mandatory survey in the ads. These 2 weeks we will use it for to see carefully, are you compatible with us? Do you feel comfortable to work with us? That's always 2 ways. Okay, we believe it's 2 ways. And then afterwards you will get 3 months probation. So in 3 months probation, typically there will be three type of result. If you are really good at what you are doing, and we see that even, let's say, in 3 months you are able to close 5 deal as example. Okay, so in this case, which means that we might be able to promote you directly to business development manager as example. And then the second case, let's say you follow the protocol, all the things are good, and we believe you can improve yourself, and then you can move along with us and you are compatible, which means that we will be putting you as business development specialist in our company. The third way, well, fortunately or unfortunately, again, some people just well, we just don't find compatible between us, and we terminated in after that probation. So that's about the operational stuff. Also, no visa support, and then inclusive for all nationality, and we have to have reliable and stable Wi-Fi data connection. And then I want to go to here. So monthly, you will get this 150 USD per month. Okay, so per month, the calculation is by hour. So by hour, it's around close to $1 per hour, like something like that. And then you will get commission based on the deal, and 20% of our company commission. And you will also get bonuses based on the performance, bonus and penalty. Like, but we don't hope for penalty really. But yeah, just well, you will understand later on, but typically the bonuses is much more higher. So as I mentioned before, the performance could be related to how you are approaching the prospect. The performance could be related to how many project you are onboarding in a month, and so on. Okay, so that's related to this operational thing. This is how the commission is divided in our company. This is outside of that 150. Okay, so that 150 is the same calculation each month. So this is the different people to people. Depends on which deal you are closing, which project you are onboarding, and so on. So if you can see, you have a quite big chunk here. beside the representative. Why is that representative also have bigger side? Because representative, we don't pay their salary. Okay, we only work with them each project. So they typically a person that has lots of connections, that they are typically high-end people, and that's why, but you are the one who's pushing the deal, so that's why in our company typically you are also the biggest person that getting the main part of the commission. So that's what I can say until here. Is there any question?
No, thank you.
Okay. Hi, Shafak. Just see you there. I didn't see you before, but yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, all right, let's move.
There's another question, Soraya.
Oh, thank you, Tim. See, that's why I have a team. Okay, what is the maximum pay? Okay, good question. What is the other one? What is the maximum pay? It depends on your performance. Again, the maximum pay at the moment, okay, just for the informational purposes and um, based on our experience, the best performance could get around even 400 to 500 in a month. In again, based on the performance, some people get exactly only 150 if they have only like do bare minimum and so on, some people are doing very well, they engage the prospect, they have a lots of meetings, engage with the client carefully and professionally. So and bringing in a lots of representative in a month. So yeah, what about probation time? Are we still get the monthly per? No, you get the monthly, only 2 weeks, the one that you are unpaid. After that, in probation, you got paid as usual. And how do we pay? We pay with local. We have a partner that pay to local bank. So all you have to do, just share with us your local banking details, and we will pay it careful. We will pay accordingly. It's just like typically around 1 day or so. If you are all in Asia, I hope so. Yeah, we are all in Asia. Yes, so 1 day maximum. So I hope I answered your question, Putri, about probation time. You got monthly paid. Yes. Not like the training. The training only for 2 weeks, and good. Right. Any other question? A lot of question, but in the chat, you guys are shy batch. Okay. Okay. Will you provide the client portfolio? It's high AA. It's two ways. Okay, not always us. Okay, remember we have clients that we work with. So typically, let's say you work for Nestle. Nestle asks you to find them supplier for let's just say supplier for chocolate farming, let's say. Okay, so yes, we deal with chocolate before, so we do have connection that in chocolate business, but you can also try to search online who are the main people in chocolate business, or you can talk with the representative if they know someone in chocolate. And how can we communicate every day like a WhatsApp group? You answer yourself, so I will. Yes, we have WhatsApp group, we have email that we work together, we have WhatsApp group, we have groups for each of the project, so you will not be confused with which project you are working on. Although the more you are increasing your I wouldn't say status, but like let's say from business development specialist. Okay, when you're business development specialist, you most likely okay, we are in business development. We will share the recording of this session again to all of you. But the one that stay until the end and got the right answer will not need to what is it, answer our written test, but you can go directly to interview. Okay, so that's my offer. If someone that listen from the start until the end, and then we will have like some sort of like post test in the end, and then if someone can answer correctly, and then you don't need to do the Google Sheet one. Okay. Is
Actually, I have a doubt. So I just want to know how does this business works? Like, just want to know the cuts are given directly as per the investment, or how does this work?
is the cut given as per business amount? How does it work? Okay, so let's take $1 million. So $1 million deal, we typically get 2% as a company. As a company, we get 2%. So let's see. Can you see my calculator in the?
No, yeah.
Oh, no. I will stop share and then I will share my whole screen for you. Now?
Still loading. Yes, now we can see it.
Okay, good. So 1 million, right? So typically in 1 million up, okay, like more than 1 million, it's already, we only get 2% out of the deal, which means around $20,000, right? From $20,000, your part is 20% of it, which means from here, we calculate 20%. So AA will get 4,000 to his banking if he close a $1 million deal. So until here, AA, are you still confused, or this is work for you, or are you understand now? Do you understand? Or I get the question incorrectly? Are you there, AA? You are in mute, by the way. Okay, anyway, that's fine.
Hello,
So
I have a question.
yes.
So my question would be, since
Can
we're
you
a
tell
bus
your name first, please?
oh,
I'm not
sorry,
sure who's talking.
my name is Justin. So my
Hi,
question
Justin.
would
Yes. Mhm.
so my question would be, how does the prospect and then leading up to the follow-up call, let's say with the client who's interested, will work in this company? Because I haven't got full of like the customer, funnel, because like they're gonna be aware. Then how does like the system works, where we follow up call with the client and then with the meeting, like when does the deal making like usually start? Is it like after one follow-up meeting, one second follow-up meeting, or is it, how does it work?
Okay, so I'm sorry to disappoint you, but this type of thing will be shared more in the training. So, but typically, if it just in brief, typically what how we do it is that we are what you mentioned right now, it's like tech tech company. They have like um funnel line that okay, first follow up, second follow up. What we do, okay, building connection with this prospect until they are interested to work with us. Well, I must say it's really different, like project to project. Some companies interested to work with us after one meeting. Some companies work with us after 3 months. So it's totally different project to project. However, you can get more ideas. Like I understand what you mean. So how does it work? Like let's say from the start, from introduction and then so on until that we give our proposal to them and deal close. So I get what you mean, but that's a part of the training. So I will not be able to mention more today. So I hope that's okay. Yeah, right. Thank you, Justin. I will move forward to the recruitment step. So this is the informational session even now. And then after this, you will get the Google form. The deadline is on Monday. I would advise to do it as soon as possible. And then we will have the 2 weeks training, which will start on 19, maximum on 20, but on 19 we will start. And some of you that very good at this Google form, we will interview as soon as possible and then go to the training. And then after 2 weeks, we will share the contract offer accordingly. Okay, there are some questions. Initial meeting would be understanding current point. That's correct. Yes, who is this? The name? Hi, Johannes Levin. Yes, that's correct. Yes, typically that's how we work. Yes, typically the first meeting is understanding the client business and then understanding what is their pain point, what is they really need at the moment. Even that yeah, like dating, but in business. And then if we can help them or not. Sometime we are overwhelmed with the project and we can say that unfortunately we cannot work with you at the moment, but we can start if you are interested. We can start in the next 2 months. So after this, what will you use whether I'm a good fit? What will you use to judge whether I'm a good fit? Whether you can follow. So in the training, you will get like some of the tasks. With each of tasks, we can get understanding if you will be able to follow the protocol or not. So that's what we will use to not judge, but well, I must say it's not only us to judge, okay? You also can judge, okay? Because some people are more comfortable with work with task basis. What does it mean? Okay, I done my work, I done my hours and then done. I done my work. Some people are result driven. I'm not going to say each are wrong or whatever. It's just different people have different perspective and it's fine. So we are looking to balance of each of those and depends on what we need inside of the company and see also from the interview that you will have, like how you present yourself as a person, how do you answer the question. So that's also help us to understand you better. How many people will be accepted? How many does the company need? Okay, if we are talking about need at the moment, 4 will be enough for us. Okay, but we have the budget now. Okay, I must say, like, we have the budget. And frankly speaking, we have like some investor that coming in that wants to invest in our company. So if we find a good people, I will fight my way, and Inda and Ramdani also fight their way to be able to input you to our team. So hello, hi, nice to meet you. Who's that? So yeah, I heard like a kid. So So it's totally depends on how much people that can be integrated from our team. One thing that I can't remember for the whole batch before, okay, but from the last batch only, we started from 20 people, and then at the end we got like 5 people. So even we started like thinking, okay, maybe 3 is okay. So that's just to show you that it's the need it's something, but if we got a good person, in most of cases we try our best to be able to contract them. If I'm to contact a customer, do the company provide you with the corporate email? Of course. Yes, we have our corporate email. All the things will be given to you. You will get not only corporate email, signature, business card, what else I could share? Yeah, all the needed. Sometimes you will get sales navigator for free for 2 months. So yeah, that's what I could share to you. So whatever you need, which time zone we're working since we yes, okay, good question, Sri. Follow your own rhythm to work. Because to be honest, we don't synchronize it. Okay, again, okay. The philosophy is that we try to give you as much flexibility as possible, because at the end of the day, we want you to perform as best as yourself as possible. So that's the first philosophy, okay? In order to make this philosophy work, so we give you sort of like flexibility. Okay, when you want to work, you can work. But of course, we have our own agreement. Okay, you can work, you have to work around 8 hours per day. And in order, this is not, unfortunately, not all of our grandfather companies. So like we cannot work only 2 hours per day, right? So yes, we are in different time zones. So even team meeting, we typically have in the time that we all can meet. So as example, it's typically around 7, 8 a.m. Nigeria, which is in Indonesia around um, afternoon, 1, 2 p.m. In India around 11, 12, something like that. So we try our best to put in the slicing of things for the coordination of the team. I hope that I answer your questions, Ray, in this regard. Okay, all right. Okay, that's it. Yep, that is all. And I think we did have a little bit Q&A. These are some of our clients, some of our partner. You can check yourself more in the website. And then if you have any more question after this, let's say you just like pick it up after like you think out loud, you can feel free to email the HR dep at wordpronet.com, or you can just simply what is it the name, reply to the email that we send as reminder. That's the easiest way. That's about it. Again, thank you so much for all the people that are here until the end. Hi, Mansi. Yes, we will share the recording. Okay, as I mentioned, there will be around probably 3 people that we give. It's less about selling. It's more about listening, diagnosing, building. Yes, that's our I wouldn't say principle, but that's our way of doing business, which is a little bit different than what we have today in the world. Like not different. I mean, it's a little bit. I know it's a little bit old school in a way, like, but we try to mix it with what we have with the technology as well. That's why we use LinkedIn, we use all the technology that needed. If you want to use Apollo as like taking the leads in, that's totally I'll share the code. Yeah. Okay, all right. So guys, my first question is, who do want to try to explain what is WordPronet?
I can try to explain Road
Sure,
ProNet
go
on
ahead.
a nutshell. So would
Yeah,
it be like a more of like a nutshell or just like short? Keep it short.
absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. So I'll keep it short. So RoadProNet is a B2B development services where we connect international buyers also that have networks of people from different various countries. That includes Indonesia, that includes people from the US, and that includes people also from Europe for also their marketing services. Because when I also look at it, WorldProNet have premium services, they have information services, they have marketing services, and they also provide, let's say, quantitative and both qualitative data for the customers in order to also market their products. And this is more, I would consider this B2B World ProNet is also a B2B platform service business that is based on service based as well for connections and informational transaction. I hope it answers.
Thank you very much, Justin. Bravo. Okay, so Indah, please note down Justin name. Will invite the interview. Okay, next question. Okay, so who like wants to share why they want to join with WordPronet and in 2 minutes? Who wants to try to explain?
Yeah, could you please repeat the question again?
Yes, the question is who would wants to share with us why they want to join with WordPronet in 2 minutes. So quite long, but not too long, but not too short.
Okay, I think I can try.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Would that
Okay.
be?
So, first of all, when you talk of joining WorldPronet, is it me as a let me say someone who want to work in with Pronet or a customer? Kindly clarify, then I continue.
You as a
Okay.
person.
Okay, fine. So for me, being that I have experience in customer relations back then when I was still working in my country, because currently I'm in Indonesia, we found that I had a lot of, I was leading a project specifically in the LPG installations. And you find that most of the times we would have problems with getting the sourcing materials from outside Kenya because or outside Africa, because most of the LPG fittings are not locally available in Africa, so we have to source them from outside Kenya. And so it would take you maybe a day or two Google searching and doing everything, and again you'll contact the companies, and getting feedback is a problem. So for me, when I saw the advert for WorldPronet, I felt this is a place to be, because it's trying to link customers to the buyers and everything. So I felt that from my experience, if I engage in WorldPronet, then it would ease someone's work. The time that I would have been using in doing the search for everything, if I give the WorldPronet, if let me say they give as a company, if we give World Prominent that job, we've really saved a lot of time, because time a time saved is a time used in doing other productive job somewhere. Again, personally, I'm interested in WorldPronet because I have a strong passion in developing my skills in the business field, because I'm transiting from the engineering field that I was initially into the business field, because I'm currently doing my master's in management specifically, which is business. And being that my experience in my previous work exposed me and showed me weaknesses that I had in the business field, I'm joining WorldPronet to start afresh in building my career and moving forward. Yeah.
Okay, that was 3 minutes. Okay, thank you very much, Austin. Um, Nice to meet you, and I apologize. As you can see, there are a lots of people that I have to talk to, so I couldn't engage with you like personally in the chat, yeah, in the WhatsApp. So anyway, thank you for sharing your story. And yes, so a part of that, it's one of our age, let's say. It's we make things easier for our clients. So as example as well, there are lots of cases that owner CEO has failed to engage, let's say, the company that they want to work with. And then when we engage to them, so they try to engage through us, they suddenly answer for like after like few minutes. It's happening to us like more than I could count, maybe like more than 20 times, like personally myself. Okay, like so this is not something that happened once, twice. So yeah, that's a little bit about it. And last question from my end is that any of you that has can share what type of experience that you have in business development already, and what type of experience that you want to get in WordPronet specifically. A little bit almost the same with the previous question, but I want more relevant experience that in the business development from your end. Anyone wants to share beside Austin and Justin? Oh,
Hi,
Tintin. Yeah,
hi,
okay.
hi.
Who's that?
Hi,
Hi,
can I,
Jilaf
yeah, can I share?
Badasharia. Yes, go
Yes.
ahead.
So I do have experience around 3.5 years as such. Specifically in business, I have worked as a head of growth for a startup firm, where I had personally worked in the e-commerce section. When I was working in the e-commerce section, I couldn't enrich my skills into other domains. But over here, I have the power to get into other domains, like get into manufacturing get into manufacturing services, get into production services, get into other services. So what I was doing in that field or in that company prior hand was, uh, so prior to my joining, they were following the old model of bringing in clients. Like they were bringing in clients to connections, certain connections they had. So they brought me in to target the US, the AU field or the international field. So our our services were into growth strategy. They were into improving the NPV ratio for the clients, and we had certain chatbots, international chatbots for the e-commerce field. So proper in e-commerce players in Dubai, like Noon, who is the largest e-commerce player in the world, probably they were my clients. So for myself, I have only been working in sales. I was doing the entire process, managing the pipeline, making the pipeline. Like we were targeting certain companies, those who were doing 20 to 200 million revenue, or those who have companies, those who have just taken investment, like they have taken an investment for a series A or a series B. Those were our prime customers. So the thing is that what I'm trying to say is that been in a field specifically in e-commerce, and I didn't try to get into other junctures or get into other clientele or pitching my services or getting them onboarded into other fields. So that is what really excites me for this firm. In World ProNet, you get to work on different projects on bringing in, connecting with different clients and getting them onboarded and helping the clientele reach their targets is something which excites me a lot. So that's what I'm really excited about. Thank you.
Thank you, Gilaf. At least we know we have someone that who interested to learn a lot of things in WordPronet. As you can imagine, because there are lots of projects in different industry, we have to always open our eyes and always open to learn a new terminology, a new technicality in different industries. So anyway, thank you very much, Gilaf. So we had Justin, Austin, and Gilaf that go directly into our interview. For others, don't worry. We will share by email or LinkedIn the link for the Google and then we would like to see you in the interview. I hope that you will be motivated to join us or not motivated after I scare you. I hope I don't scare you. So thank you so much for joining me and my team in this meeting and have a good weekend, everyone. Thank you. Bye.
You too. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Had a nice
you.
weekend.
Have
Bye.
a nice
Thank
weekend.
you.
Bye bye.